Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another chapter in our series for Builder's Guide to Accounting. I appreciate you staying with me. I know it's been a lot of videos and a lot of chapters and a lot of content and a lot of information to absorb, but I think you're doing great. If you've stayed this long, if you stayed this far and you followed along, then I think you're really spending the time and you're doing yourself a favor. So let's keep going, and we're going to be doing chapter 15, cost and expense records. Not a major chapter, a couple of important things to discuss here, but that's about it. We're not going to spend too much time on it. An efficient and practical cost system is a high priority requirement for every builder. Too often, cost recording systems are non-existent or inadequate in small and moderately sized building operations. Many builders assume that a cost system is too complicated for day-to-day maintenance and effective application. In fact, a practical streamlined cost system provides a wealth of information that is available from no other source. All right, basic overview of what they're going to be discussing: cost and expense records. All right, we are on page 188, and they're going to talk about what I think is essentially the meat and potatoes, the most important part of this chapter: the objectives of the cost system. Finding the best way to keep track of costs and expenses isn't easy. Every builder's operation is unique, and the right system is different for everyone. But knowing the objectives of a system should help you design procedures that will work well for you. A cost system should do the following. I'm not going to read all of it, but you should. Okay, I'm just going to do the beginning. Provide control of job costs, obviously super important. Serve as a guide to future estimates. Allow for varying labor rates. Control material purchases and the level of surplus inventory. Judge the quality of job force productivity. Analyze control problems unique to each job. Identify overruns promptly so corrective action is possible. Okay? A procedure that tells you that you had a cost overruns last month or even last week is of little value, but one that flags problems as they arise can be a real money saver, justifying the investment of time and effort required. All right, I think that in here, when we're talking about what I think is important in this chapter, I think this is important in this chapter. But if I had to pick what's really important even amongst this, I would say that this last bullet point is probably the most important, because I do remember seeing this on the exam where they were talking about overruns. General expenses which don't apply directly to jobs are allocated among the jobs in progress. All right, now we're on page 190. Figure 15.3 is a ratio analysis of direct labor. All right, so this is labor performance standard, and this is a form with all the breakdowns. I'm not going to spend much time on it, but be familiar with what this is, this ratio analysis for direct labor. I don't think they're going to ask too much from it, but like I said, just know what it is, know where you can pinpoint it, and know what's on it. Okay, that's very important. Like I said, for this exam, a lot of the stuff is not about knowing the information, it's knowing where to find the information. So if they ask you for anything relating to a ratio analysis of direct labor, this is where it is, okay? Page 191. Deferred income is neither a current nor a long-term liability. It's a deferred credit, a third distinct classification on the operations balance sheet, okay? And once again, they're mentioning a very important term that, remember, current. Current means within 1 year. And I keep bringing it up because I think it's very important, because on the exam I remember them bringing it up. Next, we're on page 193. Direct costs should be carefully monitored and assigned to the proper job and regularly compared with the estimate that served as a basis for your original cost. Only by following and comparing carefully can you expect to really control costs and identify trouble areas before they become disasters. I think an important paragraph. Definitely pay attention to that. And that's it. See, told you, super fast. Not a lot of content. But even though it's not that much content, there are a couple of bullet points here that are very important. So pay attention to them. Page 94, once again, you've got the test questions, the practice questions. Do these questions, answer these questions. I think if you can do these questions and get through them without much trouble, then you're in great shape. And that's pretty much it. A quick video. I appreciate you watching and spending time with me. If you've got questions, let me know. If you got comments, let me know. If there's something you want to see, definitely let me know. Otherwise, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.